Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Lucy B here. Guys, if you're new here, you are most welcome. And if you've been coming here always, guys, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for caring. First of all, I would like to apologize for not creating any content last week. I was extremely in pain. And you know guys, here in this channel, whether we are sick or not, we always come up. But this time, it was something else. It was different. I was in extremely pain that I couldn't do anything. And at this point also, I would like to thank all my friends who were calling to check on me, who came in to help me, who did everything to make my life possible. Thank you so much. Yes guys, as you see the heading today, the title is Africa, Let's Stop Being Lazy. Yes guys, we Africa are so lazy. You know, as I age, I come to realize how lazy we are. I think it's time to call a spade, and many may not like it, but we have to really pick up this time. I was really amazed, especially last week. I came across a YouTube video where there's this lady a white lady come all the way from Germany to go and visit a friend she met online. And you know what surprised me is what the white lady took for this her friend, who she felt she was not living a good life. So she came all the way to Germany. She took for her pasta, macaron, and cereal. That really shocked me. And what even shocked me more, when she went to visit this friend, her friend, they've got a very big chunk of land. The land is really big. And then you should have seen the house she's living in. She had just a small house, we should call it a living room and then a small bedroom. And this house, it's a mud house. And even though it's mud house, it's not plaster. And the mud house is just made of bamboo. If you come from Africa, you know what I'm talking about. Bamboo, which is not even plaster. And even it was leaking. And they have a big land. And I've seen this kind of thing in many places. That made me realize how lazy we are. This lady has a big land. She could grow all type of food, all type of organic food in her field, instead of waiting for a food brought from abroad, which is full of sugar, full of chemical, and it's not even much. So that really, I felt ashamed and I felt bad, and I just say no, I think we all need to talk about this. It's just becoming too much. This lady, she could decide to farm all type of food. She could decide to plant such food like sweet potato, which is organic, which is healthy, good for our body. She could plant beans. You know, beans, they take only 3 months. All type of legumes. She could plant cassava, millet, all this good food for herself and her family. But no, she was so happy to receive some pasta, some macaroni, some noodles, cereals, which are all packed with sugar and chemicals. She was so happy to receive that. This lady, she could keep cattle. She could even buy keep goats. She could keep chicken. You know, she could have everything. You have the land, you can farm, and you can even sell some of this food when you farm them. And you're there living in a tiny house. She could even build, she could make bricks. They could make, her and her family, they could make bricks, burn it, and make as a big house as much as they want. It's not like they didn't have land. If they didn't have land, that's a different thing. But they had a big land. When she was showing around, they have a big chunk of land. So, how do you call that? Is that not laziness? That is laziness, Africa. Come on, let's wake up. Let's wake up. She could not even only build one house. She could build different type of house, because you have a big land. We have free soil that you can dig and then mix and then make bricks, then burn them. We also have lots of trees. That is all I just call it's just laziness. Anyway guys, also one thing I want to tell you is that I've got 10,000 views guys, and I'm asking you at this point, if you find whatever I create here I value, please guys, subscribe. Subscription is free. Just support this channel so that we can get lots of many educative, many motivational. This channel is just about making the world a better place to live. Yeah, so why I'm saying the white or the Western, what they have what they have because they work so hard. When I was young, I used to think that white people were lazy, because when they come to my country, they would just be cruising around in their car, in their short, just taking pictures and all that. I used to think that their life was the easiest. They do know nothing. They're just lucky people who do nothing and things just come. I used to think that maybe they would just ring the bell when they want to eat food, just come. When they want to do this thing, just happen. When you're a kid, that's how I used to think that the white. But no, the white, they work so hard. That's why you see they have what they have, because after their hard work. And when they come to maybe our country there, you see them cruising around, you see them doing that. They're not doing that. They have worked so hard, they're tired, they're just coming to relax. They've come for a holiday. To gain that energy, technology that they have used so much. That's why you see the why they got what they want, what they have, is because they work so hard. It's time as Africa, we need to start working hard, not just sitting there and fold your hand and start keep wishing for luck, that might be luck or omen will fall from heaven, or maybe when some luck come, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be rich or whatever. Everything is about work. It's just like about when you want to look for work. If you said you want job, you're looking for a work. If you sit there and just talk, I want to work, and you don't go out there looking for work, you don't go searching, you don't go apply, you don't apply for job, you're not gonna get work. But if you continue applying, sending an application, going everywhere searching for work, you're gonna get work. But if you sit down there and just fold your hand, you're not gonna get work. It's high time as Africa we wake up and we work hard and make Africa great again and make Africa big again. When you come to the youth, they're even making everything worse. The youth have become so lazy. The youth are the one now destroying even Africa. You find that now the youth have learned about this smartphone and all that. They are now selling their ancestors' land. They are selling this land to investors who have money, who one investor alone can come and buy the whole village. They even have no respect for their elderly age parent. They are selling the land just because they want to get a smartphone, a phone that will only stay maybe 1 year or 2 years and then it has no value. You've sold the entire land, and then when these investors when they buy this land, now you become their potter. You start working for them, you become a beggar, and they treat you anyhow the way they want, because now that is their land. The land that used to be for your parent, you're selling them in exchange of cheap money which has no value. Why are you doing this? The youth, instead of going out there, maybe use that farm, start farming. When you farm, save some money and start with something, or even train yourself and something that is skill work that can bring you something. And these days there are so many online stuff that the youth can do that can even still earn them money. But no, because they are so lazy, they just want to drag around, they just want to go around selling their parents, their ancestral land, and then they end up on the street causing lots of problems, becoming thugs, making security worse in Africa. Just because of laziness. If you don't call that laziness, what do you call that now? It's just laziness. When you work hard, working hard pays. When each of us start to work hard, we are gonna change something. If you find a dirty clothes, a dirty bin or something dirty, if you move it away from the way or from the road or from wherever, or if you try and clean any dirty thing, it will look better. It will make the environment better. Just a small thing you do, just a small step will bring change, bring better change. Please guys, if you haven't liked this video, please like, subscribe, share guys. Let this video go everywhere. It will help change some mentality of our youth, change us African, so that we can start acting. It's time we start doing something. It's time we stop crying or looking to the West, thinking maybe if you move to the West and then everything will be okay. It will not. The West is even now getting worse. Things are getting really worse. So it's high time we start working hard for ourselves. The youth, go out there, clean toilets, clean restaurant, wash plates, sweep compound, government compound, they'll pay you. Do anything that can bring you money and you start something. And because of the same laziness, you find someone, they just decide to leave their village where they have plenty of land. I'm talking about land because the benefit of land is just like when you have land, like plenty of land, you can do anything. It can bring you a lot of things. You can do a lot of things with land. So you find some youth, they leave their village, go to look for work in the city. And in the city there, they will go and live in a slum area. When you go for the first year, that's okay. Yes, you're trying to look for work. The second year, it's okay. You haven't got job, you still live in a slum, you're trying, it's okay. But then if you live for 3, 4, 5 years, you're living in a small house. When it rain, it flood, you will have nowhere to sleep. You don't even have, every time you're struggling for food to eat every day. You've lived in that place for 3 years. Why can't you just pack your thing and go to your ancestral land and start farming and do something with your life? You find someone stay in the slum area for 10 years with nothing to count for. You're growing old, you can't have family because you can't even feed yourself, and you still stay in that slum. You continue. I remember I met one time, and I asked this man, I said, your condition where you're living is not good. Why do you still stay here? He said, at least he's in the city. He liked the fact that the people in the village or anywhere, they call him that he's still in the city. Then I asked him, these people that you like them to respect you, do you send money to them? He said, no. He just wanted a name. You're getting old. You stay in this slum area in a very dirty place. You don't even have good quality food to eat just for the name that you're in the city. Really? Come on, Africa, let's wake up. And I know all these slum areas, not only in my country, Uganda, it's everywhere in Africa. So please, guys, Africa, let's wake up. Let's start working hard. Let's stop being lazy. Laziness doesn't help anybody. The Western, they work so hard. The Western, they work with time. Everything they do fast, quick. They don't waste time. Every minute the West is counting. They do not waste time. But we waste a lot of time. Stop living in slum. Stop living in a small house or just a squeeze house when you have plenty of land. Wake up. You can plan. You can just get up, like especially hot season. We have rainy and hot season. That's how we call it. And you can wake up. Like maybe you say this week I'm going to make 50 bricks. If you're for a holiday, for example, mostly say like around November, December, there when we all like most of the time people go for holiday. You can just say during this hot time I'm going to build my house. Get up every day, make 50 bricks. If you make 50 bricks in a week, in a month, in 2 months, how many bricks would you have? It will be enough to build your house, a 6-bedroom house, a 4-bedroom house, instead of staying in that squeeze, mud, like rough, not even plastered house. Why? Just because of laziness. You cannot tell me that, because how can you not have some? You have the land, you have free soil, you have free, which you can mix with water, there's water everywhere. How can you say you poor? How can you live in a tiny house? If that is not called laziness, how should we call that now?